Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Masters in the Morning. And today we're going to look at a Thomas Worthington Whittredge titled The Old Hunting Ground. He was an artist of the Hudson River School. His dates are 1820 to 1910. So let's pop over and take a look at this painting. So, where do you look on this canvas? Is it a struggle of where to focus at? Or is it very natural? And so in conjunction with our lesson yesterday, what about those areas you don't see? So what areas don't you see? This is a pretty quiet area. All of this is pretty quiet. But it doesn't quite feel like nothingness, does it? In other words, it doesn't feel empty. Because very close by there's a something that again draws you away from that emptiness into the somethingness. Okay. What about in between these white trees back here? Okay, when they started this painting, do you think he had a lot of hard edges here in the back? No. No, so as we start our painting on Monday, we want to remember that we've got to set up the softness first. And then put the hard, the definite on top of. But breathe that nothingness into your canvas. So if we do work our way into the focal, or where our eye is drawn, and we investigate that just a little bit. I've also got some reflections here. What I'd like you to notice is take your time, and where does this light start? On what tree? Does it start on this tree? Is it this little tree? And how far over here? Is this the last tree with light on it? Well, what about this little guy? So after you've considered the build from the edge or coming in, climaxing, and going away, I would also like you to consider these trees from top to bottom and bottom to top. Are they even in the paint that they have? Or like the side to side, does the top seem to emerge and then become strong at one point and let go with a little more strength? And do all of these follow that? Is this part of the tree as visible as that part of the tree? No. No, there's more and there's less. So there's a pool. If everything's the same, if it's the same from top to bottom, what happens if there's no change? What's the consequence of no change? Where there's no change, there's no experience. And we're trying to give our viewers a beautiful experience. So what if we came down here to the reflections in the water? Again, if you looked side to side, where does that light start? And then it builds, right? We're talking side to side now. And then again, what about this note for the reflection of the tree in the water? Is it the same from top to bottom? No. No. So I hope what you're beginning to pick up is that even though these paintings can feel definite, the shadow, these darks framing this light, look how definite that seems. But if you investigate it, it's not definite head to toe, root to leaf. There's a coming, how definite is that? I would say that's an open door. The chickens and the goats can walk right through that. I have a bad feeling that you guys aren't seeing my mouse, so I hope that changed. Anyway, I was talking about side to side on the white. They look like birch to me, but I don't know what they are. And then from top to bottom on these notes. From side to side, where does this light start? And where does it end? Not with definite notes, right? It starts with that mystery. Not a loud knocking in your front door. I'm home. Get me a beer. No, 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 no. It's quieter. Hi, sweetie, I'm home. Then as the conversation, it gets to a high point. And then, okay, I'll be back in a little while. See you later. Gentle, gentle, gentle. So as we start for next week, let's not get so caught up in what we see that we forget about all that we don't see. And remember that when we do our paintings, start with the nothingness, right? You always go in and, okay, I want this there, but immediately after you have a little location, or even before that, or as you're doing it, get that air in there too. Get that vagueness, get that mystery. So once again, this is a painting from an artist associated with the Hudson River School, Thomas Worthington Whittredge, and his years were 1820 to 1910. And the title of this painting is The Old Hunting Ground. So, an old hunting ground. So if you think there was game in here, how big and prominent should it be? Would that be big enough and prominent enough? Did you even see that little game there before we started? Again, it's just the slightest hint. But the real story is those trees and the light that we see through the dark. Okay, so I hope as we begin Monday that you remember that your light and your dark are what make your image. But if you can have that light and dark emerge rather than knocking down your door like the FBI, but emerge, appear, very natural. Okay, guys, just a quick Masters in the morning for you guys to get you started and inspired, and hopefully for the weekend. And I'm going to be trying to do a few more of these as I get this program down, but it's going to be very short. All right, I hope all you beautiful people have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.